All right. So start off by just reading the question, and then just keep me in mind. Make sure I know what you're talking about, what you're thinking, and then we can start solving it however you want.
Okay. So given a non-empty array of integers, every element appears twice except for one. Find the element that appears only once. So my first thought was to create a map or a dictionary, and for every unique value, add it to the map and store a tally of how many times it appears.
Okay.
And then find the tally, the entry that only has one tally. But
Okay.
again, it's
I'm also just going to toss an example here for you, just so we're all on the same page here. So
yeah.
Something like this will return 4. So this is matched, that's matched, and then 4 is here.
Yeah.
All right, great.
So I'm going to start off, find single.
And that's going to take in a list.
List?
Yep. In Python, you can just call it what you want. You don't need to specify the data type.
Right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So takes that in. You define a dict. And how is the syntax for a dict?
It looks like this. So if you want to have like, what are you going to call it? Like counts, probably. You would just go like that.
Really? Oh, okay.
That'll initialize it for you. Yep.
Gotcha.
All right, so that's going to hold what?
So that's going to hold an integer key and an integer value. The key being the unique integer, and the value being the number of tallies.
Okay.
So I guess for x in R, we want to say if count contains,
So what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see if x is already in count.
Yeah, if x in count, just like you said it.
If x in count?
Yep.
There's no like contain or anything like that?
I believe there are, but this will work for what you're trying to do here.
Okay. So if x is already in count, continue. And if not, then actually no, sorry. If x is already in, then count. Is it like get x?
It's just brackets, like an array, like you're accessing an array. So count x.
Oh, okay. Count x plus plus.
Plus equals 1 for Python. I know you're a C++ person.
Oh, right.
Not it.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
my
totally
mistake.
fine.
Okay. So, yeah, so if x is already in count, then count x plus equals 1. Else, I guess I don't really need the else, but then is it add?
You can just say count x to like add it to it, and then you can just say you set the value to whatever you want. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. That looks good.
All right.
Actually, I guess I wouldn't need any of that. I could just do count x plus equals 1, right?
If it's not there, you do have to initialize it because you can't
do?
increment something that doesn't exist. Yeah.
So I guess I could initialize the list to 0, and then
I would just stick with what you had there. It was good. Yeah.
okay.
Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Okay. So I got that, and then I want to iterate through the map. So I guess for x in count, if count x is equal to 1, then return count x, just x.
Yep. So I see one little bug that I think is a Python thing online. So I won't kill you for it. But this here, I think I might have said it wrong. You do have to say it equals 1 just to initialize it. I think I misspoke when I said that. But
I had that. I think I had that, and then I must have deleted it.
Yeah, you did. I think I misspoke there. All right. So then what is going to be, this looks good. I think this will work. So now what's the time complexity for this?
Time complexity is going to be, let's see, essentially O of n.
O of n?
Yeah.
And then why?
What?
Why is it O of n?
So my rationale is adding stuff to the map is going to be n time, and the second for loop, because it's not nested, is also going to be n. So I guess it would be 2n, but you drop the coefficients and add on. So
all right. So then what about the space?
Space complexity would probably be let's see, O of n as well.
O of n as well? And then why is that?
Because at most you're adding n elements to the, actually really I mean at most you're adding n elements to the map.
Right. Yeah, that's good. All right, so this is a good solution. So we get O of n and O of n. Now, as a follow-up, what if we need constant space?
Constant space.
So now, let's say we have this here. Now, how can you rewrite this to use constant space?
Right. So my approach there would be to, do we have any constraint on what the integer range is?
It'll be all positive.
All positive, but no cap?
Let's say they're up to 255.
Okay. So we would set a array to 255. Not exactly sure the syntax there.
Okay. Yeah, so but we want constant space though, right?
Wouldn't that be constant space?
So you're going to initialize an array here.
Yeah.
Of size 255, we'll say.
Yeah.
Let me just rephrase it, and I'll just say no extra arrays or anything.
Oh, no arrays.
Yeah, because let's assume that this is on order of n, and technically this is like O of n, we'll say. So let's just say instead of having any sort of additional data structures, how could you go about this in linear time and constant space?
Okay. I guess you can't, so I wouldn't be able to create a set, let's say, of the array?
No, that would make it, that would be O of n space again.
That'd be O of n.
Yep.
Let's see. Could you do something, Trying to think back to my leak code days. Unique element. Could you do something funky with like an XOR?
Yeah. So bitwise stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which one do you want to use? You said XOR.
Yeah. So I guess you would, let's see, let me try to remember how to. I guess you would initialize something to 0.
Okay.
And then, but this would still be O of n, would it not?
No, you'll have constant space. Yeah, variables aren't, as long as it's not on order n. I
No,
said
sorry, the time complexity.
yeah, we want to keep it linear.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess initialize something just to 0, and then you say for each element in the array, you XOR or just or. Yeah, could you do like, is that syntax okay?
I think, yeah. I mean, I know what you're doing. I think it's just you would just do something like this. But yeah, I think I'm not sure if XOR equals is included, but this is what you're doing. So,
Oh, I'm not
yeah. So then,
seeing that on my screen yet, but
yeah, it's A equals X XOR A. You see it now?
X XOR A. I don't, but that's okay. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, so then as you go through, it will, if it's, because there's 2 of all the duplicates, those will almost cancel out. And then the remaining one that only has 1 won't get canceled out by its, because it doesn't have
Yeah, no, that's it. I wouldn't even worry about coding at that. That's kind of the trick there, is to go down to the bit level and use XOR. So yeah, like you said, the sort of trick is that XORing anything with itself is going to equal 0.
Right.
Right. So yeah, I mean, overall, pretty good job. You went right for the hash map, dictionary solution. Most people, the true brute force solution here is to have a nested for loop and start at index 1 and check to see if it has a pair, and if it doesn't, then you return it. But that's going to be n squared, no extra space. But the hash map, that speeds you up a little bit, but you have to use the extra space. And then because we have an array of only positive integers, then this little XOR trick works pretty well. So yeah, overall.
Question, would it not work with negative integers?
I think it still would, actually. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I think it.
I mean, I specifically made sure it was positive just so that.
That it would work.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't work, but yeah. No, overall, good job. Just pretty quick, actually. So, for this question, are there any outstanding questions you have for me or anything like that?
Not in particular, no.
All right,
great. Pretty cool.
Yeah, good job.
That was nice.
All right, awesome.
Sweet.